Welcome back to the Grep News Podcast. I'm Bam Rather, and our show today is about how criminals are exploiting immigration enforcement tactics to target vulnerable victims across multiple states. Look, I need to walk you through something that's been keeping me up at night. 3 cases, 3 states. That's what the FBI bulletin shows. Arrests of criminals impersonating ICE agents to commit kidnappings, sexual assaults, and robberies. And that's when I realized we weren't just looking at isolated incidents. We were seeing the emergence of a new criminal methodology. The pattern is elegant in its simplicity. Offenders wear tactical gear, flash fake credentials, and invoke deportation threats as weapons. The FBI's language is characteristically dry. These individuals are using threats of deportation and ICE authority as a weapon to exploit victims. But strip away the bureaucratic phrasing, and what you're really reading is a confession of institutional failure. Here's what's particularly insidious about this trend. The real ICE agents increasingly operate in street clothes, often masked, frequently without clear identification. They conduct raids using unmarked vehicles and rely on the element of surprise. From an operational perspective, these tactics make sense. From a public safety perspective, they've inadvertently created a criminal blueprint. The question isn't whether these impersonators are clever. The real question is why we've allowed legitimate law enforcement to operate in ways that make impersonation so effortless. When I traced through the incident reports, a disturbing truth emerged. Victims often can't distinguish between real agents and fake ones until it's too late. And here's where the story gets darker. The victims, predominantly from immigrant communities, face a cruel calculus. Report the crime and risk deportation, or stay silent and enable more attacks. It's a feedback loop that any predator would find attractive. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners. Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
This connects to something broader happening in our information ecosystem, the weaponization of authority itself. Which brings me to Marjorie Taylor Greene's recent comments about UFOs being demonic entities. On Bill Maher's show, she said, "I'm a Bible-believing Christian, and I believe those UFOs could be fallen angels." What connects the ICE impersonation story to Greene's UFO theories isn't the content, it's the methodology. Both exploit gaps in official transparency. When ICE operates without clear identification protocols, criminals fill that ambiguity with predatory intent. When government agencies release limited information about aerial phenomena, politicians fill that void with supernatural narratives. The real story here isn't about demons or deportation raids. It's about how institutional opacity creates space for bad actors to flourish. We've created a system where authority itself has become so ambiguous that citizens can't reliably distinguish between protection and predation. And that's the story that deserves investigation. Not just the criminals wearing fake badges, but the institutional choices that made those fake badges so effective in the first place. Thank you for listening to Grep News. If you are enjoying our podcast, please follow the show. Give us a 5-star rating to help us grow. And learn more at grep.news. Until next time.
Grep News. Thomas.